Hi Klondikers, I hope you will be fine and enjoying the recent update on Thursday, and I hope you will also enjoying my gameplay videos. And in this video I will try to explain which lands you can use for some other purposes instead of settling them, and I will show you some of my lands which I did not settle and I am using for some other further purposes, and I will show you some of these lands. So let's start. So we will go to the maps and then I will start with Uhti, and let's go there and I will show you what I have there, because this is one of the lands which you can settle, but I did not because I have something else in my mind. So here you can actually see that it's full of vegetable complexes. So here I put almost all of my vegetables here, different kind of vegetables, and the purpose of putting these things here was that because here you can make this sauerkraut, carrot sticks, and these kind of stuffs, these pickled carrots, especially because for some of the quests you really need them a lot. And then if you don't have these vegetable complexes here, then if you are growing at home or at homeland or somewhere else, then you need to bring those vegetables here and then you can make these things here. But what I thought that, okay, maybe I should not settle this land and I can put these complexes here and then I can grow vegetables here. So whenever I need these stuff, either of these stuff which are available in this storage place, or maybe this red extract or blue extract, I can just come here, take all these vegetables and then just try to make these things here, so I don't need to move these vegetables from one place to another, so which saves time and also the food of your sled. So that was the idea behind putting these vegetable complexes here and not to settle this land. But I still think there is one just problem which you need to think about it if you really do not want to settle it. Maybe I will show you, if we go back home, that what is that problem. So let's go back home and I will explain. There is one little thing which sometimes people consider, which is this. There is a kind of a game here, this one. So this mine game, I think a lot of people try to play this game and I think they found it really interesting. I think initially I also tried to play this game. So you see, on the first one I found a bomb, so I'm very lucky here, so I never tried this game again. But if you're really interested in this game and you are playing this league, this mine game, then actually if you first complete this stage, then at one point for the next level to open you need to settle Ukti. So if you really want to go for this game, then maybe you need to settle this land, this Ukti land that I just showed you. So you need to decide either if you want to play that game and to continue with the league, so then you have to settle it, or if you are not playing this game like me, so you can remain it open and then you can put your vegetable complexes there. So I choose that way. So it's up to you if you are playing or not, because I am not playing at all. In the beginning I tried, but actually my luck is super good in this game, so I never tried it again. I think in the beginning I gave up. So that's why it was a very easy decision for me to not to settle this Ukti land. So this was the one thing, and I think these two lands, Diamond Land and Indigo, you cannot settle it. So maybe I can show you Indigo just to show you what I put it there. So here I put some cherry trees, because for sometimes for some quests you need to collect these cherries. So whenever these lands or these quests come, I just visit this land and I just collect it. And I also put some the black swans here because it's a lot of space here. So either I can put all the trees, or I thought maybe I can put these swans here. So then you have a lot of eggs. When you came here, you can collect all these eggs even for the quest or even for your own use. So that was a nice option here. And now I can show you, I think I didn't put anything here yet. Yeah, because there is one trick. Yeah, I just put some decorations here because at one point I was thinking to put it, but as there is no storage here, So either you can put something here, but then you have to be careful about your sled limit, that how much load you exactly can take. So if you are, let's say, just put it some vegetable complexes here, but then the total load when you take those vegetables, it should not be higher than 1700 or your load limit, because otherwise you have to throw some things away because there is no storage. So it will directly go from vegetable complexes or from whatever you put it directly to your sled. So just be careful if you're going to put something here. But in my case, I just put some extra things which were in my storage, so I just put it here. So that was the thing that I put it here. And then I think weather station is also not possible to settle. So this is not the option that you can use it. So it's like forceful, but I do not have anything here. So we don't have to waste time here because it's empty. And this one, yeah, Arnica, this one you can settle, but I did not because it was really near to the home place. So the idea behind settling is that if you really want not to settle some lands, then try to keep the lands open which are very near to your home station, because then you can take your stuff very easily to your home place and you don't need too much feed for your horses or for your dogs. So the places which are very far from your home, always settle those first and then come to the lands which are very nearby to your home. So that was one trick which I used. And here you can see that I have, I think, full of, again, this land is again full of my rye. So you can see it's there. So whenever I'm short of rye, I just come here, pick all these rye and then go back to my home. That's the idea here. It's very nearby, so you can see it very next to your home, so you can take very easily. And then this one is Windsong. It is also not possible to settle. So here I also put some stuff here. So again, some vegetable complexes with some other vegetables, especially cotton. And also I put some trees here, which pear trees, which you can collect whenever you need it. So I usually come here not very often. I just came usually for quests or whenever I need cotton especially urgently. So I just visit this place. And now I can go home because otherwise my horse feed can be finished. So first need to go home and then we can see if we are still left with some lands which I did not settle. Walmart, I think this is also not possible to settle. So this is like no option to settle. Even if you would, if you want to settle, you cannot, because some lands are like open by, I forgot. I have this whole derricks here and I forgot to collect these, so I can collect it now. Why not? Take to the cave, but it is done, but I didn't put anything here because I think I have enough open lands. So even I can put some stuff here if I need it. But till now I did not need anything. So no need to put here. But I think even if you don't want to use, let's say, Arnica, you can settle that land because you have the option to settle that land and you can put those vegetable complexes here. So maybe in the future if I need to settle some land, because there is a limit that you cannot open more than 15 lands. So if at some point I need to open a land I cannot, maybe I will settle Arnica and I will put my vegetable complexes to Walmart or maybe to weather station because it's also empty there. And then I think there is one interesting one is this one, which people usually do not settle. This is Greenleaf. And I will show you why. Like I showed you for Ukti, because there were some recipes there to make some stuff. Similarly here, you have a recipe for this box with apples. So you need quartz sand, and what you can do, you can put your vegetable complexes here by adjusting it in a way as much as possible. So what you can do, you can just move these boulders or these stones into this area, blue area, and then you can adjust. I think I forgot how much I have. I have 40. Yes. So you can, I think this is the maximum that you can have. and then you can grow your tomatoes here, and when you get it, you actually got this box with apples, which will give you, when you take those box with apples to your homeland, you will actually get apples, or in other words, +2 energy. So that's actually good, because otherwise you have to take quartz sands first to this place, and then you have to take tomatoes to this place. So it can take a lot of maybe energy or feed or oil or whatever you are using, and also a bit more time. So that's good idea that you put your vegetable complexes here, and then you make your boxes with apples directly here. So that was the trick, that you can use it instead of settling it. And I think all other lands are settled. Yeah, these lands are open. Some of these lands, like these ones, because there's still not option to settle them, because these are the last ones that was open. And I think this one, the glade, this one is also not possible to settle. So there is no option. So you have more space here. So I think I made it some space here by putting all this stuff in the corner, so that I can use it later on. So I think apart from these two lands, this Greenlee and this Uhti, these two lands, I think you should keep it in mind. If you are not playing especially that Minesweeper game, then these two lands should not be settled, because then you can put your vegetable complexes, and then you can take the benefit of making that stuff at that land directly by taking vegetables directly from the vegetable complexes, and you don't have to travel a lot. So that was the trick that I was trying to show you, that which lands I did not settle. So actually I am already done with all of the permanent lands. So this was the last one, I guess, but this was not a part of the storyline. The storyline ends here, but I think they just opened another land here, Holdendale. So that was more or less it about the lands that I did not settle and why I did not settle. So I hope you like this video, and I hope you will share this video with your friend, and also you will subscribe to my channel and keep watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.